Anyone else? We still have some time. Plenty of time to ask more questions. In the back? Here? This side? Anyone?
Maybe another question that I look at myself. Is it possible to make a university antiquary?
Yes. Hopefully this is one, you know, of some sort. But yes.
Very surprised here.
Right. I mean, why do people go to university at all? Is it for the ideas, the commodities of the business? Is it for the physical books that they get to buy? Is it for the homework analysis of professors? Or is it more for that classroom experience? But fundamentally, though, what university is about is a transformation. Is people want to be somebody different. They want to have different skills, different capabilities, a different job than they would otherwise, a different career, be a different person than they would otherwise. And those are the aspirations that people are going for. And one of the things I think that we need to do is we need to shift universities into more of an outcome-based compensation. Right now is that you get tuition no matter how well they're actually taught. Right? And the question is, how can I, if this is a transformation, how am I going to integrate this into my life? What job am I going to have? How much money am I going to make? What good of a career am I going to have? And you ought to get paid at least a portion on what happens to them after they leave here, not before they're getting the classes.
Pretty hard.
It was like the system, the study funding where you borrow money from the government and you pay later related to the income.
Right, related to income, right. And then you see how good a job you did. Because then one of the things you would do is you would stay involved with them after graduation. You would ensure that they have a great career by sparking things, by giving them more knowledge, more just-in-time work, rather than trying to front-load it all in one 3 or 4 year period.
Anyone? Any questions? Comments? Adding? Further? Okay? Here?
Hello?
Okay.
Yeah, as a middleman, despite the economic in Thailand, how do you persuade companies, customers to invest to buy machinery manufacturers in Europe? I'm a middleman, commission agent, so I represent machines in Europe for Thai customers to buy, baking machines, millings, rollers, and packaging machines. Well, you know the common problems here, and the customers here are afraid to invest, so therefore there's no business going on. This is what I'm here now.
So are you wondering about how to use experiences in doing that?
Yes, how to persuade the customers to invest.
Right. Well, yeah, so when you think about persuading, again, which is a job of marketing, recognize that the experience is the marketing. So the question is, how can you get them to experience your goods before they buy them? So there's many B2B companies that are creating marketing experiences. Like, well, my favorite example is Case Construction in the U.S. makes front loaders and bulldozers and all this construction equipment. They created a place they call the Tomahawk Experience Center, where they bring potential customers up to be able to play with the equipment. And often these are people that started off in driving jobs and that, but as they got into management, they've lost that. They don't get to do that anymore. And here, nostalgia again, takes them back to when they started off. They get to play with this. And they found that if a normal customer goes up to a dealer, they have perhaps a 20% chance of getting the business. But they bring them up to the Tomahawk Experience Center, it goes up to 80%. So 20% to 80% because the experience is the marketing. So you can incorporate that in what you're doing. Again, remember the difference between what and how. So what in terms of delivering a machine, then how do you create an experience around that delivery and that use of the machine?
All right, thank you.
So something about the example of SAE in Seattle. Because in Seattle, where we have
One of the best experiences in the world actually is Pike Place Fish Market in Seattle. I'm just curious, has anybody ever heard of Pike Place Fish Market?
Anyone?
Anyone? Other than us up front here? Alright, well, because usually I go around the world and many people have heard of it because they are commodity providers. So they're selling fish that they got out of the ocean and put it on ice in an open air market. But it's all about theater, it's all about routines that they go through, including their signature moment. And it's one of the things I recommend every company have, and it relates to your surprise question too, is that it may not be surprising, but it's so engaging that people expect it to happen, they want it to happen. And the signature moment at Pike Place Fish Market is when you order the fish, they shout out the order, and all the other workers shout it back, and then they take that fish and they throw it.
Just like an auction?
Yeah, they throw it 15, 20 feet across where somebody then catches it and packages it up. And there's often 20 or 30 or 40 people that are all around here waiting for them to throw the fish. But it only happens when they buy. That's one of the key things. The signature moment, that signature moment only happens when they buy. So there's tremendous pressure. They sell a lot more fish than they would. So again, even if you're distributing machines, you can think about what is the signature moment of when we deliver that machine. What might it be that would create a distinctive experience?
Yes?
I have a question now.
Yeah.
Well, I think about the consumer these days, they buy things, they consume things via website or internet. So do you think that it is the threat of your authentic experiences of the consumers, or how long it takes that, like, how could it sustain, like, how many years that could be practical of this theoretical theme of this?
Well, the internet is in fact the greatest force of commoditization ever invented. The frictionless marketplace means that customers can instantly compare prices from one vendor to another, and tends to push it down to the lowest possible price. So it is very much of a threat of physical retailers and others because you can get so much over the internet. I love books. I buy a lot of books. I go to bookstores wherever I am in the world, but I tend to only buy from Amazon.
Yes.
Right? One, so I don't have to carry them with me. I can have them delivered to my home. Two, I'm also teaching Amazon about what books I like because they can make recommendations based off of that I don't get from the local bookstore. So there's a great benefit of that to me, but physical retailers have to compete with that. And how they're going to compete has got to be with the experience. I mean, if you don't provide an experience in physical retail, there's just no reason to go anymore. I can get everything off of my phone. I don't have to go into any retail, so I'm only going to go there if I want to spend my time. And if I want to spend my time, there's only reason that I'm going to go to a physical place. So you've got to create an experience in order to capture my time, my attention, and then eventually my money.
Okay. So, I think, is there any other questions? Other opinions? Okay. So I think we should come to the end of our seminar if we don't have any comments, remarks, furthermore. So thank you very much for Joe to come here. And so I would like to invite our Assistant Director at National Vitakani to present our closing speech for the seminar.
All right, on behalf of the Director of SUIC, I would like to thank you to Mr. Joseph to directly come here after the long flight and give us knowledge all about the authentic city and their marketing, about the customers and everything. I hope that all students and the guests to be invited today. They will gain a lot of knowledge about this, and we hope that you can come to join us again next time in the future. And thank you all the guests to come here today. Hope you really have a great day, and then don't forget that our subjects about these topics, then you need to make sure that you will be able to answer all the questions in the exam. Okay? Okay, so thank you very much.
We have from Bangrak, Thank you very much. So we come to the end of our seminar now. I would like to express my and also our team gratitude to all the committee members and the staff at Telecom here, also with an excellent venue of the digital communication design for supporting us. And thank you for the audience and honorable guests for coming to the seminar today. Hope to see you again next seminar. Until next time, thank you very much. Goodbye.